In other news, he's behind bars and behind the biggest financial scam in U.S. history. But in a new interview, Bernie Madoff says he is really, quote, a good person. Behind bars and only able to call collect, Bernie Madoff is doing what he can to tell his side of the story.
It was a nightmare for me, only for me.
In more than a dozen phone calls to Steve Fishman of New York Magazine, Madoff expresses remorse for his $65 billion Ponzi scheme, but also maintains it wasn't so bad.
Did people lose profits that they thought they made? Yes. But did they lose capital? I'm sure, I'm confident that when this thing is all finished, very few people, if any, will lose their principal.
He's claiming his financial fraud had nothing to do with enriching himself or his family.
If you think that I did this, I woke up one morning and said, well, listen, I want to be able to buy a boat and a plane, and this is what I'm going to do. That's wrong. I said I had more than enough money to support any of my lifestyle and my family's lifestyle.
Madoff says he even tried to save his clients before it was too late.
I try to give monies back to my clients, to the individual clients. When I realized that it was impossible for me to get myself out, they wouldn't take it back. I couldn't tell them that. I would have been doing them a favor.
And even as his house of cards grew increasingly unstable, Madoff says he didn't believe it would actually collapse.
I kept on, sort of telling myself, that some miracle was going to happen, or that I was going to be able to work my way out of it.
About the suicide of his son Mark in December, Madoff said he cried for well over 2 weeks, and he said, quote, I destroyed our family.